desire, obsession, agitation. I think like the athlete in me, how I've always been. I ain't never had a coach that was like not agitated towards our potential. Almost like our potential haunted him. Like there's a better version, a faster version, a fitter version, there's a better version of us that exists, and we're in the way of that, and we're not willing to do what it takes. And because of that, there's a tension at practice, there's a tension in the tone. And as a kid, you may some days interpret that as like he's mad. Coach is mad at it, but in mass, it's not anger. It's like it's an intensity that we need to have for ourselves. That if we had, we could speak his language. We could look him in the eyes and feel at ease. And you know when you're not at that level of intensity. And that's where I'm at with like this whole thing. Like it's not anger, it's not frustration, it's intensity. And the agitation, the passion, all that's there. The urgency is all there. But I'm not drunk off of it. But I am like immersed in it. And I know for me, I have to be for me to reach any goal. I don't have a lot of goals that I've hit. I have a few big ones. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the line is so thin. The theme for this birthday is evolution. I don't want to hear nothing about growth. Growth is guaranteed. You gonna grow. It's which way you're growing. You can grow, be a vine going right back down in the earth, right? No, evolution, evolve, right? Which is what? Spelled backwards. Love. Exactly. So that's what it's about. I must evolve for those that I serve. I must evolve for me. I'm evolving. What am I evolving into? That's what I'm putting. It comes down to what I'm putting into me, my diet, what I'm ingesting, the books, the lessons, the blessings. Like it's turning me into something I've never been. I'm the oldest I've ever been. I'm the youngest I've ever felt. I'm the same age as old people, but we not the same. Like there's so many, prisms and labyrinths in this. And I'm curious, I'm not afraid. I want to run into this forest with my machete, and I want to figure out what berries can I eat, where can I sleep. It's like a whole new world, and I must evolve to be able to engage in this new world. And I promise you, there's going to be trials and tribulations, but I'm so groomed for that. I can't wait to talk about what I learned from it. Like I can't wait to hit my head on the next thing just so I can get to it and through it and be able to say, hey, yo, when you get to here, like, don't listen to this troll. Don't eat this fruit. Don't go over that bridge. I want to give the game from a lived experience. So, I'm ready for that. The only reason why I gained 60 pounds and lost it is because I was afraid of gaining 60 pounds. And I knew that I would learn something that I never could have ever learned without it. Yes, the only reason why I did it is because I wanted to go through it to learn from it. Even if it killed me, even if I lost my, trainer star, even if I lost myself, I knew that, I didn't finish college, right? I didn't take the traditional path. I didn't settle down. Like, I'm free to do this is some free shit. This is what free people, this is what cowboys do, right? So, like, it's for me. I probably wouldn't even get this opportunity if I had took the traditional route. This is some non-traditional, choose your destiny type of storybooks. So I did it because it scared me, because nothing scares me. So if it scares me, there's something to learn from it. There's something to earn from it. How else am I going to get a Purple Heart if I don't risk it all? And now that badge is with me forever. Like, that's the legacy right now. I could die today, and that's, most people would say, well, that's the guy that gained that weight and lost it. That's when I started my journey. That's when I listened to him. That's why I subscribe. So yeah, fear is an indicator that there's something that you can learn from. It's important not to let fear drive you, because fear is programmed into your hardwire. It's a way to protect you. So it's a natural thing. But if you want to be supernatural, you then have the ability to say, I am afraid, but I'm going to use courage to move through this moment. Because courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the presence of fear and the ability to move through it. And so that's the thing. If you follow the rules and follow the script, you will more than likely get what you expect. It's when you go off script and you allow yourself to be free from that. Now you're the user, you're not an NPC. And fear is a great way to break the matrix. Jump and the net will appear. Wings will appear. Trumpets will sound. You hear that? You're free now. And so for someone like me, free thinkers, free doers, free beers, like it's like fear is an indicator that you are now approaching something that not even you could have expected to approach, and you may even be second guessing yourself. So just imagine when you make it to the other side of this, how much more you'll know. Your sense of self, everything, your IQ. Like, you want to do things for the first time. You want to feel the fear and do it anyway. That's why boxing is so important in my life right now. Like, I don't need to fight in front of a crowd of people. I just need to spar somebody that I don't know about who says they have experience. I get the same rush that Gervonta Davis gets or Mike Tyson got. I get the same anxiety, the same doubts about, okay, well then, have I been on my cardio? Have I been shadow boxing? Like, am I as sharp as I was just a week ago? Like, does he know what I know? And it's just, and I like that. I want that because it keeps me real. We want to be the version of ourselves that's on the other side of that fear. We want to be the superhero versions of ourselves that's on the other side. But you have to go through it. You can't go around it. And those moments that you run will haunt you. That's why I'd rather make a fool of myself and have that lived experience than be haunted by my potential for the rest of my life. Being haunted by your potential, it looks like you could have taken a leap of faith and did something that no one has ever done, but you assumed all risk was your fate, and so now you're living a life that you secretly hate. You're around people that you secretly resent because they think y'all are the same, and you know you were here to be different, not relatable, but elevatable. And in every other moment, you're always thinking, I could have did that. I should have did that. That's supposed to be my name up there. So, I'd rather make a beautiful mistake than be confidently complacent. Like, because I know grace. I know about grace. People that love me always gonna let me back in. Maybe it'll take some time, maybe it'll take some growth, but it's there. College is always there. They'll take your money your whole life. 80-year-olds getting their degrees. The church is always there. Comfort is always there. God is always there. But you have to be okay with the choices you made. And in the dark of the night at 2 a.m., if you're living small and you're here to play it big, everything's gonna remind you of that. Everything's gonna get to you. Traffic, government, TV, like everything is gonna be an outlet for your angst because you chose to be small and you chose to run and you chose to settle. Now you're punishing everyone and everybody for it.